Sometimes interviews go so far off the rails that celebrities have no choice but to rage quit, like the time Gordon Ramsay was set up by a shady journalist trying to humiliate him with photos of a steak from one of his restaurants.
But he told us it was overdone, burnt and tasted like rubber. With photos on hand, our reporter Ian Rakowski caught up with Ramsay in Sydney.
It's really weird for you to give me a piece of paper, and when you say, am I satisfied that it's a good steak, you have to be a little bit more honest with me on that one. What are you trying to get at?
Not only did Ramsay shut him down, he also gave him a brutal lesson in why ordering a steak well done is basically a crime.
Mate, I mean, honestly, if you had a bad experience in my restaurant, why didn't you say anything at the time?
Well,
we take your custom very, very seriously, but
considering like you guys are coming to Australia and bringing that steak, like
I know, but you're being a little bit stupid. Come on.
But it shouldn't be served up in the first place.
What do you mean it shouldn't be served up in the first place?
Well, would you be happy that your staff member actually let that out onto the floor?
How do they ask them the steak to be cooked?
Well done. It's clear that in the picture.
But you asked the steak to be cooked well done.
And is that a well done steak?
Oh come on! What is this? Where can you keep on rolling for legal reasons? This is absolutely crucial. But how sad is this that you asked for a steak to be cooked well done? Okay. Now, whatever quality of beef it is, it's gone past any form of taste when you've cooked it well done. So you present me with a picture, God bless you, and you say, is that right? I don't eat steak well done. That's your prerogative because you're the customer. But unfortunately, you're never going to identify the quality of a beef when the steak is well cooked. So I'm really sorry to piss on your bonfire, but it's a bit of a stupid question. Thank you. Can I give you a paper back?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank you very
I thought it was an intelligent interview. What a disaster.
But things got even messier for Gene Simmons, who found himself getting interrogated about his numerous romantic partners in front of his wife. It all started when host Joy Behar showed the couple a clip from her conversation with fellow rock star Alice Cooper.
Okay, let's Alice Cooper was on the show, and he talked about you, Jane. Watch.
That lifestyle only goes so far, and then you start thinking about what's important.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But in those days, Gene Simmons was on the show. I've heard this before from him anyway. He claims that he had sex with 5,000 women. Do you believe that?
At the same time?
No.
Oh.
If that's true, wouldn't he be in traction at this point?
Yeah.
How's your back, Gene?
My back is good. My schmeckle, not so much.
That's very nice of you to joke about.
It's a joke. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Rude.
She's
so
done
rude.
with you.
It's so rude for you to joke about it.
I was
Really
just joking because she's a comedian.
Here, these back on. It suits you.
Thanks for the question.
I'm sorry. You're blaming it on me? Don't put this on me. This is all yours.
You did the entire setup. Please come back here.
What followed was an excruciating several minutes where a humiliated Simmons scrambled to clean up his mess, and it was painful to watch.
So it's possible that she's done with you, Jane. How do you feel about it?
Well, I hope not.
You hope not.
Please come back.
Shannon, you want to come back? She doesn't. She's mad. She's mad.
Good setup, Joyce.
Don't blame me for this. Am I supposed to believe everything I see on a reality show? So I thought you were kidding, and I see that you are not.
No.
So it's not a pretty...
Shannon, come back.
She's mad because you made a joke about it.
I was trying to lighten the mood, and
She was not having it.
Yeah.
But when a host on The View made a lewd comment towards Prince, the icon didn't argue. He just got up and left.
You don't understand, Prince. I have wanted to make love to you for my whole life. I'm sorry. You're scared.
Now this one turned ugly fast, as the Bee Gees were blindsided by a smug interviewer who just wouldn't stop taunting them.
Before we became the Bee Gees, we were late tossers.
Yes.
Which we thought was...
You'll always be late tossers to me, but I don't know.
That's why we're here. And that's why you had us on the show.
Yeah, because I didn't realise you were real brothers. I think you're sisters, actually,
yes.
but
well, I thought we were coming to that in a few minutes. Yeah, we're working our way up.
Yeah.
Barry Gibb wasn't about to sit there and be disrespected. He stormed off mid-sentence with his brothers right behind him.
Remember we had one at the same time called Don't Forget to Remember, which was...
I've forgotten that one. But
yes, we thought you might.
Yeah, of course.
We're getting on like a storm, aren't we, Clive?
Yes.
In fact, I might just leave.
Yeah. Oh, I've never had anyone walk out before, but...
we are a tosser, pal.
So anyway...
everybody.
This is a setup.
But this next interview got legitimately scary, as rapper Birdman stormed into a New York radio station to confront a set of hosts who had been talking trash about him.
Sir, I want to start it off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name. Let's go on there, let's go. Stop playing with my name. Let's go.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's go right on in.
What made this moment particularly chilling was that Birdman had just been accused of putting out a hit on Lil Wayne, and no one knew what he might do next.
When my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
So why come here?
I did it already. I'm here, so what's happening?
I mean, it's all good, but I'm saying, why?
And I'm here, what's happening?
I'm all good, but I'm saying, why come here just to curse us up?
What's happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you, your man, in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
He didn't even let the interview begin. He issued one last warning and he was gone.
You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
And I'm pulling up on you.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.
All right.
But when a clueless interviewer started asking Travis Barker the dumbest questions imaginable, he and his bandmate shut it down fast.
What kind of stuff you do for fun? Are you doing anything weird?
I wake up, go to breakfast, go to a gym. I swear, I do it every morning.
Nothing weird.
I'm not going to tell you any of the negative shit I do.
No, I
Are
don't
you
mean
crazy?
negative. I mean you dress like a monkey and swing from stuff, do you?
God, no. What are you talking about?
Why would he dress like a monkey, Holmes, and swing from anything?
I don't know. Why wouldn't he?
Man, you're an idiot.
Wow, man, don't be a dick. Get the
I'm
sorry,
bus,
they just
Holmes.
kind of sprung it
Get
in.
the off my bus.
Take off.
Idiot.
Yet this next interview was doomed right from the start, as Queen's Brian May made it clear that he didn't want to be there.
Yeah, I would not be doing this out of choice. I just don't want to disappoint you guys, that's all. I mean, really, I need to sleep.
Things only got worse when the reporter tried to film a sort of reaction video with May, and it went very poorly.
Listen, do you want to do an interview about the show or what we're doing? Because this is really wasting time.
Okay.
You know, I'm sorry to be difficult, but, you know, we're all trying to do as much as we can here.
Mm-hmm.
You sure you want to do this?
Let me just ask, to be honest to you, your manager also told me this, but I'm very much upfront.
Listen, we have like 3 minutes left. If you
Okay.
want to do an interview, do an interview, but I don't want to be watching bits of tape. It's ridiculous. Look, I'm sorry. It doesn't work. I'm sorry, guy.
Donald Trump would similarly call off an interview after he was hit with questions he considered inappropriate.
You've been labeled a racist, you've been called a sexist.
Thank you very much.
How do you respond to that?
I am the least racist person you've ever met.
Then there's Kanye West's fiery 2022 clash with Piers Morgan, which ended with the disgraced rapper storming off after Piers kept interrupting him.
But why would any of that? Why would any of that?
Bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence of my idea.
Nothing you're saying has got anything to do with the tweet.
Cool. Interview adjourned. Love you.
But their second sit-down was even worse. Kanye felt disrespected, and this time, Piers lost it too.
Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? Like that nuance right there, it's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
With all due respect,
so many,
what are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
What are you talking about? It's 30. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
Literally, you said it. You implied I haven't played your music. Of course I played your music.
No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay. Why did Jay stand up like a sniveling little coward and walk away before I could ask him difficult questions?
For the third time, Piers, I don't know if you have a hearing problem, but I'm not going to answer questions on another man's behalf. But
really?
Thank you for
Even though
having
you
me.
set up the interview with him?
Another time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
thank
turning
you.
from me, he's a sniveling little coward. And he's an anti-Semite and a Hitler worshipper. That's what I would have asked him if he'd had the balls to sit there and take the questions.
Yet the real Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, flipped out and tore into a reporter who was investigating claims that he was illegally lying about his income.
I've said enough about this. Let's move on.
Let me ask you this one
let's
thing.
Move on, okay? Honestly, I'm ready. I'm not going to get attacked here. You're here, so I'm done with this. Next.
Is that an attempt to hide your income?
Next question.
I think the peanut gallery is going to start chiming really quickly. We've been audited.
I think you can air what you want here out of this interview. It's done. Oh my God. You got a lot of nerve, boy. I'll tell you. Honestly, really. Honestly.
Why
really,
can't I ask these
honestly,
questions?
and I was told this was a friendly, nice interview, and no one has ever treated me as disrespectful as you have, really.
But when this next interviewer hit Joan Rivers with what she saw as an insult, the comedian went full throttle before storming out.
Even with your fashion critiquing, while it's very mean in some ways, people can't wait to hear what you have to say. Really? You have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
This whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yeah,
shut up.
I'm talking. Oh, you did hear it in some of those press conferences. There were people who were upset, and you're just saying,
no. I'm going. I really am going because all you have done is negative.
No.
All you have done is negative. I haven't heard that. I make people laugh for 50 years. I am put on earth to make people laugh. My book is funny. I wear fur that was killed 15 years ago. I work for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
And then there's MGK, who threw what can only be described as a temper tantrum after an interviewer asked him a pretty straightforward question.
How has being a father inspired you as an artist?
I'd say I did a lot of. Dude, I've done this so many times, dude. Can we just? I don't want to do an interview, man. Can we just do, I don't.
MGK.
I want to let my music speak for me. I don't have shit to say. I've been saying for years, dude. Man, y'all listen. Listen to my songs.
MGK.
80s rocker Sebastian Bach would have a similar meltdown when an interviewer dared to compare his band Skid Row to the glam rock group Poison.
Do you think that Skid Row, Monkey Business, or 8 Your Life sounds like Poison? I take that as an insult.
But it's hard music, right? And you shared a lot of the same fans.
You think Poison is hard music?
You shared a lot of the same fans,
Did you see Pantera open up for us?
Yes,
I
did.
Do you think Pantera played with Skid Row?
No, but
Pantera never went on tour with Poison.
Because you shared a lot of the same fans.
I don't agree.
Man, there's a lot of people went and saw Poison and Skid Row.
This is over. This.
You don't think you share the same fans?
I don't care. I'm on Broadway. I don't want to talk about Poison. All right?
But few moments hit harder than Robert Downey Jr.'s infamous walkout.
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether, you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
Sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Do you?
You seem okay. It's just getting a little dinosaur in your.
No. Look, I don't want to do that.
This next smug reporter was obviously trying to trigger Paris Hilton with his passive-aggressive jabs, until she finally decided she was done being baited.
Do you worry at times that the people who have followed in your footsteps, like Kim Kardashian, are overshadowing you?
No, not at all.
There's been some talk about the ratings in the show being low. Has that upset you?
No.
Never a feeling of, do you ever worry about your moment having passed? You want to wrap up?
When I
was curious about one thing going back.
Yet Gary Coleman wasn't as composed. When asked about his recent legal troubles, the child star absolutely blew up in a way he never had before.
Then they can believe that all day long. I don't care.
Well, why don't you flat out deny it then, right here? Because otherwise everyone's going to look at this and say he's waffling around and he probably did it.
I don't waffle. There is no that goes on in my house. I don't waffle. Now, if people believe that I'm waffling, then they can go do what they need to do.
Did you your wife? Did you her? Did you lay your hand on her?
And you know what? You can go the same place.
Did you lay your hands on your wife, Gary Coleman? Because she says
drown
you did.
yourself in the ocean.
She says you did.
You know what? I have this on my head because I fell down the stairs. I don't want people thinking that my wife is.
Why don't you want to answer the question about whether you your wife and everything else? Pardon me?
You can go yourself.
Really?
And quit asking me.
Is that the way you talk to your wife?
Yeah, if I have to, if I need to, but I don't. And I don't know you, and I don't care about
and
you.
And is this the kind of anger that leads to your physical assault?
Doesn't matter to
me.
Let me tell you
so
what I'm
my life doesn't matter to you.
Hold on. Or get hit by a bus tonight. I'm not going to care because she's pushing my buttons, and I don't like her now. And the next thing I'm going to do is leave. So all of you.
And it didn't take much for rapper Kodak Black to shut things down either. The moment the allegations against him were brought up, his whole demeanor shifted, and it was clear the interview was over.
Your cases and everything you've been through, and I know the recent one right now is very sensitive, and with respect to, everybody involved in that case, we can't get into details today, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that because, this is a serious topic, and we're hearing these stories a lot. You seem upset that I brought it up.
I feel like sometimes like we going through like y'all be entertained by you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like change the subject or I'm finna walk out.
We'll change which subject?
Just whatever. Like
well, I was saying I think
we don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
Alright, I'm going. Say less.
That's a bummer.
Even NBA royalty isn't immune to disrespect. Right after J.R. Smith's infamous blunder in the 2018 finals, a reporter kept pressing LeBron James about it until he couldn't take it anymore.
Did he think that the game was tied, or did he think that you guys had it salted away?
How do I know that? I don't know what J.R. was thinking. I don't know the question you're trying to ask.
I was just trying to see if you knew exactly what his state of mind was. Did he think that you guys had it won, or did he think he was trying to make a play? Not sure.
What do you mean I'm not sure? No, I don't know his state of mind.
Did you know if he knew the score?
Thank you.
But when Jamie Foxx was asked about his rumored relationship with Katie Holmes, he refused to give the question even a moment of his time.
I saw pictures. Did you and Katie Holmes play basketball for Valentine's Day? Like some real loving basketball game? Uh-oh. We losing?
Kourtney Kardashian had a more creative exit strategy. When asked about her sister Kim's robbery, she didn't argue. She just shut the interview down with silence.
So I just was wondering how everyone's doing. Hello, Kourtney. Have we lost you?
All right. It looks like Kourtney doesn't really want to go there with that question.
I think she's blanking me. I think she's totally blanking me on that question.
I think there's probably a PR person there saying, don't talk about it, but...
She could just say her sister's fine.
And then there's Selena Gomez, who was all smiles until a reporter brought up then-boyfriend Justin Bieber.
Is there something about him that we don't get or we don't understand? I mean, there's one story after another of, pretty outrageous behavior that we're reading about. What don't we get about him, or what is it that he's not getting out there?
And speaking of Justin Bieber, his own breaking point came during a painfully awkward Spanish interview, where the hosts were more interested in creating a viral moment than helping him promote his European tour.
We want to make a crazy video to break the internet. So now we got you here, and we got friends of us. They are the biggest YouTubers in Europe. They got a lot.
hundreds and millions
Se los
of
vamos a-
followers.
Se los vamos a presentar.
Vamos a presentárselos. Okay.
Hundreds of
¿vale?
millions,
Okay.
eh?
Yeah.
Come with us. Come with us.
And they are YouTubers.
Vamos aquí.
¿Cómo estás?
Here.
And it's definitely not a good idea to bring up someone's ex in an interview. Just ask Rita Ora.
There's been a lot of rumors that between Calvin Harris and not releasing some of your stuff.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Other times, a publicist will rage quit on a celebrity's behalf, like when money troubles came up during an interview with pop group S Club 7.
There are rumours, I don't know how true they are, that you guys are grumpy because you haven't made a mint.
No,
Hannah,
that's not true.
are you not
I think we're all really lucky to be where we are today at our age and have the bank balances that we do have.
I'm not having that. I'm not having you asking that question. I've tried to stop this and I've had to walk in here. Can you go? We're going. Sorry. No. Just 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't sorry. No, that's cool.
But when political commentator Bill O'Reilly brought up a mosque being built near Ground Zero, the co-hosts of The View exploded.
The mosque down here on 9/11. That's inappropriate. It's sure they have a right to do it and the Constitution, but it's inappropriate because a lot of the 9/11 families who I know say, look, we don't want that.
Yeah,
That shouldn't be there. And then the guy says, and then hold it. Listen to me because you'll learn. All right.
Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar weren't having it, and in a moment that stunned viewers, both co-hosts walked off the set.
Appropriate.
Why is it inappropriate when 70 families died?
Muslims killed us on 9/11.
Oh my God! That is.
Muslims didn't kill us on 9/11? Is that what you're saying?
Excuse me, extremists.
What religion were they in?
What religion was Mr. McVeigh? Mr. McVeigh was an extremist as well, and he killed people.
70% of the country.
I don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here.
You're outraged about Muslims killing us on 9/11.
Piers Morgan has certainly had a lot of walkouts, but this clash with conservative activist Christine O'Donnell is the most infamous of them all.
Right now, I'm curious about whether you support gay marriage.
You're borderline being a little bit rude. You know, I obviously want to talk about the issues that I choose to talk about in the book.
Do you answer that question in the book?
I talk about my religious beliefs, yeah.
Why are you being so weird about this?
I'm not being weird, you're being a little rude.
I'm baffled as to why you think I'm being rude. I think I'm being rather charming and respectful. I'm just asking you questions based on your own public statements and now what you've written in your own book. It's hardly rude to ask you that, surely.
Well, don't you think as a host, if I say this is what I want to talk about, that's what we should address?
Not really, no. You're a politician.
Yeah, okay, I'm being pulled away. You know, we turned down another interview for this.
Where are you going? You're leaving?
Well, I was supposed to be speaking at the Republican Women's Club at 6 o'clock, and I chose to be a little late for that, not to be, you know, not to endure a rude talk show host, but to talk to you about my book and to talk about the issues that I address in my book. Have you read the book?
Yes, but these issues are in your book. That's my point. Yeah. You do talk about them.
Okay. All right, are we off? Are we done?
He's still there. I'm not. I'm still here.
He says he still wants to talk to you.
Well...
It would appear that the interview has just been ended.
But it's a miracle that this next interview didn't come to blows, as former wrestler turned governor Jesse Ventura clashed with comedian Jim Norton over 9/11 conspiracy theories.
You feel we didn't. You also feel that Bush was behind 9/11, so we're always going to disagree.
Hey, don't put words in my mouth.
You feel that the U.S. government was behind it,
How
and
is
Bush
that
was at the head of the
I
U.S.
didn't
government.
say that.
Who do you think behind it?
I just
Our government's covering it up.
We have not been told the truth.
Thankfully, Ventura chose to depart before things went too far, though not before the two exchanged a few more verbal jabs.
Bye, tough guy.
Bye, tough guy.
And thanks for your service to our country.
You're welcome. Thanks for touching me with your stupid riff-raff Rocky Horror hairdo. You're bigger than me and stronger than me, so what? I don't give a You want to beat me up? Go ahead. I'm not going to fight a guy like you. That means nothing to me.
Was model Naomi Campbell, who really took things too far after getting grilled about blood diamond allegations. She completely snapped, and things turned physical.
You received a diamond from Charles.
I didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Did you have dinner, though, with Charles Taylor?
I had dinner with Nelson Mandela. Thank you very much.
And did his men bring you a diamond? A diamond in the rough, sort of a large diamond?
No, we're not answering these questions.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Goodbye.